Welcome back, guys, to the next episode of Starfox Adventures. Last episode we were trying to break through this door. We need gems to do it, and we're still missing one more. Though we did, well, send a beam of light from the heavens down onto it, which I'm guessing is part of the puzzle, apart from the fact that we don't have any gem for it to work with. So that's first on the agenda this episode, and we can't get back down underground. If that is part of the puzzle, I don't know. So I'm just going to go ask. I mean, if you're in trouble, ask for directions. There's a gigantic Diplodocus, Brontosaurus, whatever you call it, guy in the middle there. Why don't I just ask him? If you want to ask anything about anything that can make you money, like gold, he loves gold, or some gemstones, he'd probably know where it is, knowing him. So we're just going to kindly ask him what's up. And hope for the best that it works. I love how Tricky goes, cool, I want a staff blower upper booster jumper, yeah. Right then, tell me the locations.
They say there are secret chambers behind the face of the ancients.
Yes, that's where I'm trying to get to, sir. Can't get there yet. Die. Okay, what's going on over there? Some kind of beach fight, some spear raptor thing against the Sharpclaw. Right then, time to assist you. This is the first dinosaur we've actually seen fighting, I think. All the rest just kind of cower and hide. This one's actually fighting. Kind of odd in itself there. Need to put a weapon on my menu there. Right, sir, what's up with you?
Hey, you stay away, you stinking furball, or me smash you good.
What? But I just saved you.
Me trust no one. Sharpclaw say I steal their things, but they stinking liars.
Oh.
Me get out of this place. Adios.
I wonder if Dinosaur's that. He moves fast in the water, let's put it that way. Loved it, the hot potato going on there. Except now I've probably got a gigantic cannon trained at me because of that whole exchange, which is never good. So let's return it to the ocean, get it to open the Ocean Force Point Temple. I was going to say return it to the Ocean Force Point Temple. It is actually the mechanism for the door. Do not look at me. Do not turn this way. Oh, goddamn. Run! You can't hit me. I'm going up George's famous ladders, which we'll have to climb 1 billion times. This one ladder. I bet George was there like, oh, I'd love it. Love it if they jumped a ladder 1 million times. He's German now. He's not English anymore. He's not like, okay, George. Spiffing, let's have a ginger beer and add another ladder into the game. Right then. Hopefully that will just work and open up the door to the Ocean Force Point Temple. We're going to put this spellstone away. It'll be 2 out of 4, half of the game down. Right then. Through the endless corridors. And the doors, the ominous raising gates here. Right then. Switch in the middle, easy. Switch in the middle, though, is probably a pressure switch. And because of the deepness of the water, as you can see, Tricky cannot be told to stay. Even though he has massive warping capabilities. So we're going to have to find another way up, which in the cutscene, if you saw, there's a rock up there, a cube. And we need to get that down. So there must be something like a switch. I'm amazed there hasn't been like a switch through the grates, if you know what I mean. I'm amazed there hasn't been anything like that yet. Oh, there's a switch, mind you. Right then. And now I'm teleported into the middle of the water for no reason at all. Yeah, I'm amazed they haven't had a switch like that yet. Shoot it through a grate or something like that. I guess the collision detection back then wasn't so good. They designed things as not being able to go... Tricky, get to work! They designed things as not being able to go through a barrier no matter how, well, you know, like flimsy the barrier was, in a sense. Collision detection still has a way to go in games, actually, as a... That's just a thing in games. It's just still not top of the league, if you know what I mean. It's still not great. Something that game developers can work on as a whole. They're getting better at it, but there's still like some games with the stupidest collision detection ever. Especially FPSs. Right then. I was amazed that worked then. I just thought, well, the switch is right in front of me. Obviously, I shoot it again to lower it. But I don't think there's been any switch so far that's had that dynamic in the game. Right then. Cube onto switch. Not hard at all. Do we have to have that cutscene play every time? I guess we do, because otherwise people might not see the massive stone up there if they didn't see that cutscene. But mind you, the spellstone itself, the spellstone marker in the middle of the screen, does good enough at trying to block your view. Right then, new corridors, new worlds to explore. This place looks cool. And I thought it was underground for a second. I mean, the sky looks kind of unnatural in an odd way, but I thought it was underground. It's in a ravine, untouched by anyone. You're dead. I hate you. Right then. Let's get you some more food, Tricky. Needed one more. And let's head up the ladder, I guess. Those water pillars are pretty cool. Enemies. Why'd I get hit? Oh, come on. The water pillars are pretty damn cool, though. Look at that. That's kind of cool for 2002. I don't know why I'm admiring something like that, but it's very fantasy-esque to be held up by a pillar of mysterious magical water. There's the Ocean Force Point Temple, and the spellstones are magic, as it was explained earlier on by the Queen, that kind of makes Fox like, oh, okay, magic, yeah, whatever. Because, of course, he's a technological man. He doesn't do magic, climbing up the endless ladders of George. Is it my imagination, or is this Sharpclaw greener than any Sharpclaw we've met so far? He is very, very green. Almost luminescent. It's actually the same green as my shorts, isn't he? More or less. And a place to put our spellstone in, but what's the point? Because I could climb over that. It's a great for a start. You don't need to unblock it with the spellstone. It's half open. Whoever thought as a magical guy, that's probably why the spellstones aren't in the Force Point Temple at the moment, because of course they wouldn't have been able to access them when the Force Point, the spellstones were in the Force Point Temple. General Scales probably just climbed over it and just went, yeah, whatever, this is good defenses, isn't it? Right then. What to do next? Okay, electrical floor pads and 2 of the really big monster guys. Not exactly the best thing in the world. Guessing this is another pressure switch. And that's going to be the combination for getting over the electric floor. That's a logical leap, but I think I'm right in saying that. I do have my moments where I can actually think for once, instead of ones where I get stuck looking for one item for God knows how long in a room, and it being the obvious place. So, I'm guessing that might correspond to where you're facing, rather than as a direct correspondence, because otherwise it would be there. So I think it's that one. Yes. Okay, that one, over the other side, and then over that side. That's the first row. Okay, so that's this one, and this one. Lovely! Electric pads, no bother. Got you down, nice. Get down. All about getting the first hit in with those guys really badly, isn't it? You don't get the first hit, you're doomed. Where's Tricky just went? He's ran past me, you go get him Fox, and he's off into another dimension. Right then. Oh, you're back. Hi, mate. You have fun, like, flying around there, turtle guy. Still can't kill them. Ah, you can kill them if you don't hit the shell. Nice. And here's one of those doors we've encountered several times that we still can't open yet. Must be able to get a skill for that soon. Right then, we got fuel cells. What else we got? We got a tunnel which you can go through if it wasn't for the current. So we're going this way then, unless... Right then. Oh, it's blocked by a grate. Lovely! So we're going through the monsters. Who are probably going to kick my ass while I fly to that... Fly? Fly, yes, this is flying. Swim to the platform. God, I love it when you've got verbal diarrhea and you're doing these live commentaries. How many vocal slips have people made over the years? Right, so we've got kind of tightrope platforms. I call them tightrope platforms because they're the nearest you can get without them being actual tightropes. They're usually there on a platform just to make, like this one for example. This is thin. For a platformer, if it's as big as the character in a whole and your character has this base forward momentum, oh, like that, it can get ridiculous to try and stay on these. Right, there we go. It's like one of those parlor games where you have the electric wire and you've got to guide the round circular thing around it without touching the wire itself. It's like one of them. But I like shortcuts, and this one's a bit thicker, so that's not hard at all. He says as he jumps randomly but manages to land on the platform and look pro, despite the fact that he's admitting he's not. And that's all the switches lit. So we did a fair bit there. Turned off the water, which is the most important part. So let's go through there. And then work out the other puzzles from that section onwards. Come on, Tricky, what are you got question marks about? Even though that's an exclamation mark. Whatever. Doing well today. I'm doing well with this commentary malarkey. Doing well. Right. Let's get the fuel cells first and foremost. And then there's the green shoot-em-a thing. Did I hit it? Lovely. I tried to really be fast with that one, and it did work out, so... Scarabs! 10 scarabs, nicely done. Let's head through the teleporter. You can never be sure where these teleporters are taking you, because those shrines or the actual temple place itself. Is it taking me to the lighthouse yet? I'll call it the lighthouse, the place where you put all the spell stones, because it just kind of resembled that slightly. The magical mystical tower. Right, big door, let's go. You can laugh all you want. Lovely water pillars. I'm not going to make that jump, am I? That jump's not to be made yet. We could try it. Well, that jump can be made. Okay, let's go around this way. Except I can't, because I can't make that jump. So that was pointless. Right then. Continue on the pathway. Tricky, you could pull me up or something. Dodge that guy. He's too high in the sky to hit me anyway. Obvious switch is obvious. Let's go. And there's a pad for the disguises. Olizandri, puzzle freak. Let's see if I can get this all done and sorted. No problemo. Right, that lowered the water. Which allows me to do what? Ah, the dinosaur pad. Yes. Okay, that gives me a block. And the block goes... You pull it really hard, come on. Does he sound like a Sharpclaw as well? I don't actually know where it goes, but there's a switch over there. And that opens up a door. Do I... That looks like the space for the block because it's actually carved out of the thing, mind you. Plus it gave me the tling noise. Ah, now I've opened the door. I up the water level. And that's that room done. Lovely. Not hard. One tricky time swim. And we enter another room. There's This feels like it's got like puzzles in a square, it seems, this room. It's built like a square. The teleport what's that in the center? Is that a teleport or not? Right, we got a place to climb over there, a place to climb over here. Switches all around. Right, what do they do? Or we'll just activate them all, I guess. See what happens. There's one right above me. Okay, we've activated them all, but nothing's happened. Oh, wait a second. Are they time switches? They're time switches, aren't they? Oh, man. So I need to be in a good place to activate them all. But there's no real good place apart from the very center of the room, which it doesn't even look like we can get into. Well, of course, I haven't even tried to, so that might be a good thing to try. Maybe I could just jump in there and give it a shot. No. Right then, so we need a place where we can see at least 3. So from here, we should be able to shoot 3. And then we roll over quickly. Shoot the last one. Right, hit them all. But that led to nothing. So what is this room? Is there some kind of code? Maybe it works as in a code that we don't know yet. Right then, let's have another look in the room. You can get dead. Wait a second.
Flame.
Right. What do? They pour water. So I have to douse all the flames. That's not hard at all. And that should douse the last one. That was an interesting room, I gotta say. And that moves us on to the next puzzle room. In fact, it set us mostly along the way to the next puzzle room as well. It is like a square room of puzzles. So what are we doing exactly here? Right then. That knocks the platform. So you can knock it in multiple different directions as long as it doesn't hit the edges? Yes. Right, these puzzles are getting different every time. Thing is, I can't hit that way first, can I? Because it's just going to go into the wall no matter what side I place it now and it'll respawn. So, from the first one I need to go straight down. Right, obviously that's the goalpost. So along that way. That guy above us is annoying me because I can just hear the swirling of him trying to attack me all the way up there. So we go that way. We push it against that wall a bit closer. I think that's what we're doing. pray. Let's pray. Then that way. Right. Are we actually lined up? Yes! Lovely. And in. Goal! And that opens up a rocket boost in the starting room. I tell you what, this place is full of the puzzles. Absolutely chock-a-block. It's just an endless feast. It's like a dungeon in Zelda, but without the combat, if you know what I mean. Can I drop? There we go. Get dead, don't chase me down. There's no way to go that way. There was no way to go that way either, so it's straight along then. Get down. Drop, drop, drop. Drop and roll. So we can't go that way, that's still blocked off. So it's the center room. And rock it up. Wrong menu, Sam, and I skipped the menu. Right. So now we're up on high. Traveling around the outer edges of the room. Oh, the inner edges even. And there's another warp. Okay, we better get lined up a little bit better. That didn't really work. I need to get closer. Go. See, I'm sure he hit that one. Or is that green? Is that green or blue? I'm sure it's blue. It was green. Maybe I'm colorblind. I just don't know. That's completely and utterly mistaken. Anyway, guys, before we step in the teleporter, I'm going to end it for this episode. And we're going to see what's behind that teleporter next one. Maybe we're putting away our next spellstone and finding out where to head next on our adventure. So, guys, tune in for the next episode, and I'll see you around. Cheers for watching.